Hello, guys, and welcome to episode 4 of our backtesting series. In this episode, I will be looking at BTC, which is quite an odd one. I'm sure a lot of people are now really dabbling into crypto, and it's quite clear that BTC is a very, very aggressive beast to trade. If you trade BTC or other crypto pairs, you actually understand what I'm trying to say. So for this in this video, I will be you guys will excuse me. I will be flicking through BTC and Nasdaq because I'm looking at a particular sell option here on Nasdaq. Right. So yeah, now so you know how this goes. We have 1 hour and we have option of 5 trades. If you're able to take 5 trades within 1 hour, that will be it. But if after 1 hour we take only 1, 2, 3 trades or even 4, or we didn't even see any trade at all, that will still be it. Right. So let's get straight into it. I will go ahead and do the normal. So bar replay mode, random bar, as long as it's not far back to beyond 2010, we are good. So this is 2017. So right. Let's go 2017 price action on Bitcoin. So what we can see on Bitcoin is that we are actually very strongly bullish. So that's all we need to know. We are bullish. There is no option here to reverse the trade or any option to like go long again. We are just bullish. So we are looking for bullish price action. So these are why. Why are we trading this direction? It's because of this. We are bullish on the monthly. So we remain bullish on the weekly and also the daily. Here, I'm going to plot this here on this particular candle. Why? Because if I switch down to the weekly or the daily trend time frame, you find out that this candle is still trading. It has not closed. So I have this here to tell me when a new month is coming in, which is June 2017. I'll just go ahead and remove this. I'll just have the one of June just to tell me when the new month comes in. But now what I'm dealing with is what this candle has given me, which is still the same thing. We are looking to buy. So dropping down to the weekly. So here you can see we have we have 2 weeks into the new month. And you can see price has been on that bullish run ever since on that weekly, and we are looking to continue that movement with price as well. Going into the daily, because I'm sure this particular candle here have not actually closed on the daily. So here you can see where we are. This Monday, the new week. So Saturday and Sunday. This Saturday. The next day is going to be Sunday. Let's see what we have. Probably price have already done the movement for the week. If not, we can still find something. So prior week was bullish, so we are still bullish on this weekly, and we have traded pretty much aggressively to the upside for the better part of the week before dropping. So you can see where Monday started. We moved up and then dropped. And what we can see is that we have this high here on the daily. Okay, so we have that daily high, and price have hit that daily high once, hit it for the second time there. So I'm expecting price to reverse to the upside. 4 hour, what do we have on the 4 hour time frame? On the 4 hour time frame, what I can basically see is that we have the initial reaction, the secondary reaction country. I'm looking at a level where I can potentially say, okay, this is an option to buy. But I can't see that yet. I can't see that option on this time frame. But I don't think I need to really drop down to check. Huh? We have nothing. What we are now expecting on the following day, which is Sunday, is if price can drop back to this area, right? If price can drop us to this area and give us a nice bullish engulfing like this one, this is a very good entry setup, but like entry criteria, but there's no setup there to enter. There's no area, so that's why we are not entering. If I had a a reversal point, something like this, you can see bullish, bearish. So mark from this high, from this low to this high. That's something I call reversal point. If I had that anywhere here, I would have been buying this. So this is actually Saturday. We are still trading within Saturday. This is the first candle on Saturday, the second candle on Saturday. So Saturday is relatively new. Let's see what happens. Just checking the 1 hour to ensure that price is not um printing lower highs and higher highs and printing lower higher lows. Sorry, it's quite confusing. So prices has moved away. We are not involved, and that's it for that day. Price moved aggressively and didn't give us any possible entry to get involved in this trade. And what I will now be looking at is here. So 1750. So we have 1750, 1800, 1850, 1900. Those are the levels that really actually stand out to me as a potential retest level continuation. So for that particular trade option, we use a moving average as guide. So this is basically the last candle of the week, and the week is over. We still have the same thing. We have a bullish week, so we intend to continue that bullish move. It's just a straightforward price action. Price is just trending up. So if price is trending up, we expected to follow price to the upside. And you can see how that weekly candle, sorry, the daily candle closed. I don't know why my internet is lagging again. Thought I faced this issue the last time. Right. So yeah, we had that closure on the daily, which actually is doesn't actually give us any information there. So we just have to play this day alone. So this Monday is not going to be relatively important to us. This particular new day, it's not going to be important to us. That's why we're just going to play it. So price just dropped. Can we drop into this level? But the levels I'm looking at, I'll be focusing on these two levels. So this one, we have this one here, and then we have this one here. Look, any of these levels can potentially present an option that will see us take this price to the upside, and that will be my target if I'm buying any of these levels. So let's go to the 4 hour for on Tuesday and see if you can get an option to buy. Move the moving average. So my option to buy is going to be if price hit this area. Once price hit this area, I already have this in place. That would be my buy option. and we come into that level, not quite. So yeah, that's the end of the day, and nothing really important for us to work with. If I go back to the daily, price still greased that level, so you can see price hit that level there. See, you can see the accuracy of that level, right? And it went bullish. Okay, it went bullish. How do we then approach this particular instant? Looking at this particular price action here, it's looking more like a range, right? It's looking more like a range to me because of the way price has been staying. Okay, we have this high and price just above that high, back into it, remain below the lows, went back up to the highs again. You can see how the body is still just staying pretty much at that level, and price dropped, and this drop here sent us back to that level, right? So we cannot actually buy this thing here. Why? Because it's too close to the range high. We don't want to be buying the range high, as price could snap to the downside. So what I will do is I will look to get potentially an entry here if price can come down to that level. I'm not sure price can come down to that level. Right? If price can come down to this level, I'll potentially be looking for an entry. But aside from that, I expect that price will just break out of this area and we can get a retest and continuation. So I will not go down to the 4 hour. But if the daily candle, um if I play this daily and we have a rejection from this area, then I can play it back and go to the 4 and see if we have an entry. But I won't do that for now. Yeah, so you can see we continue to the upside and broke that particular range level. Another thing that's caught my attention before I even drew these ranges, trying to buy at the reaction from this 750, but because of this range I decided that that's not a good idea, right? Because I can't be buying the middle of the range. But now we are broken above that range, and we can expect price to retest the top of that range and then go for that high there. The trade option is simple. We want price to react from this area. Okay, we have want the new day to come in, reject this area, and then we can go for the TP here. I think we had that rejection. We had the rejection. So this level high is 1799.990, right? And this low is 1800. No, it didn't hit it. It did not hit that low. Or it looks like it hit it, which is quite confusing. It looks like it hit it, right? So now it's actually hits it, and the low is still 1800. Still not um still not close to the high, right? Still haven't touched that level yet, right? Still haven't touched that level yet. So just have to just have to ensure that price hit this level first before we can be able to work with this. I think I missed something. I think I missed something here. Right, yeah. Yes. So this is actually the trade. This is actually our trade. I got carried away a bit by this, by what this 4 hour, this daily, 4 hour is doing, that I didn't drop down. So remember how in the last episode, where I talked about higher lows and higher highs on the 4 hour time frame. So that actually applies on the hourly as well. So if you have price dropping into our area of interest, our area of our buy area, right, or even sell area, we can still work with that particular option of like trading higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so and if you check this particular H1 time frame, right, what you can see is that the bodies of the candle, you have higher low there, right? So we have a low, sorry, and we have higher low, and this candles low couldn't take out this low, couldn't take out this low, and we had this solid confirmation, right? So we have the initial confirmation, we have the secondary confirmation that we want to go higher. But then the issue with this particular trade option is that we still haven't hit this level yet. We still have not hit this level yet. So if you go to the daily and see how that thing looks, on the daily, it looks like we hit it. We can see we didn't hit the level. Okay, we didn't hit the level. So that trade idea is not valid. As long as price hasn't hit that level, it's not valid. So we can't take this trade. And price could potentially run in and take these highs. But we're not going to be in it because it didn't just give us what we're looking at. It didn't give us what we're looking for. Sorry, not what we're looking at. And I'm still happy with that. I'm still happy with that, even though I didn't get to take an entry and price hit targets. Okay, Nasdaq. If you can close the way we are on Nasdaq, or maybe even above here, I'll go short on Nasdaq. And price hit the targets without us. Cool. Even the moving average is confused there. I'll just go ahead and take this off. I take this one off as well. And then back to the daily time frame. Very beautiful move, but very disappointing one. And on the daily time frame, we have broken above these highs, which is our major highs. And today, the day is Thursday. So can we retest these highs and continue? Also, we have 1850. Those two levels are potential levels where we can retest and use the moving average to our advantage. So let's see how that goes. I'll just drag this in and drop to 850. Right? Yeah, 850. And if you're asking, okay, we have taken these highs. If you get an entry, where are you going to place your TP? So if you don't have any valuable target points, if I get an entry, my take profit is going to be 3R. That's how I play it. At this point, I don't think this BTC is going to come back. I don't think BTC is going to come back. It's already gone. Yeah, it's already gone. So what do we do? We still play continuation, do for 950. I can only test 950 for continued buy. This Saturday, this how Saturdays on crypto let's play around. There's really nothing good about trading Saturdays when you're trading crypto. We might literally go weeks on this thing without getting trade because once crypto starts moving like this, it's never retraces to give you anything solid. It just keeps going. That's one of the disadvantages of like just trading crypto intraday. Or if you notice that okay, these things happen, you can just trade the 1 minute time frame or so and try to scalp if you can do that. Now that's the last candle of the day. I will still I will still keep hoping and keep dragging this. So we have 2000, we have 2000, right? We have 2050. So 2050 here and 2000 somewhere around here. Let me use this 2000. So we're still looking at those two levels. So hit 2000. We have to hit 2000. So can we come back above the moving average? That doesn't make sense. If I get one more bullish candle, I will go long. Uh no, no set. Not interested. I still continue, but I'm not interested in that. I don't. I was expecting price to bust back above this moving average, right, on this candle. But you can see that it's like we're rejecting from the back end of that moving average, so it doesn't make sense to me. And now we've come into a new week, which is still the same thing. It's still the same thing. Keep buying. We are bullish. Keep buying or keep looking for buys, not keep buying because we are not seeing any entries. So let's see how we can approach this. Are we going to be able to get buys? Or does have to play or does have to fully play out this Monday? You can see price is still running up from this um entry call. Check something on the 1 hour. It's no use. So when we Monday be over, once Monday is over, we still go in and try to play it off the round numbers again, like what we did here. Bounce off 2000. Imagine if you trade only BTC. Should be frustrated by now. Ooh, look at that. Last end of day. Coming into back into the daily. Let's see how the daily looks. The daily is now losing momentum. I'll be interested in this short. The daily have lost momentum for buys, right? So we can't do anything on the following day. We just have to play it. And we've regained momentum again. So let's go back into it. Right, so I have 2,200 to 50 here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop using the 50s and work with only the round number. So 2,200, 2,300. That's how I'm going to play it. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. I mean, if I had just decided to buy here and hold, I'll be in money. This is just rubbish. This was during the crypto bull run. This was the crypto bull run back in about 2020, 2017. I remember at this point I was still in school. So 2017 May. Oh god. I wish I could go back in time at that point. I miss those days. So let's move this to 2,400. Can we get an entry? If I get an entry, I will just hold it. Right? If I get an entry, I'll just hold that entry. I will not really mind the 3 hour, right? Because we are in a bull run. So I'll just hold that to a certain round number. As you can see, we are edging closer to 3,000. So if you're able to get an entry at this certain point, just aim for the highest round number where a lot of people are expecting price to magnetize to. So that's what I'll be doing. Same way gold kept going higher till it hits 5,000, right? That's what I will be looking out for here. God, oh fuck. I'll literally close. I'll try to stop this back testing. It's so fucking draining. Jesus Christ. And people got liquidated. A lot of folks got liquidated chasing this move into 3,000. Right. So now they have been liquidated. Was in it for what is in it for us? I don't think there is anything in it for us as well. Oh, it's boring. Swing trading is boring. And now we have price relapse. Oh man, this is actually pushing really, 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 really hard. I like it. So I'll get back to this video, guys. I'll get back to this video very soon. Let me take care of Nasdaq. So back to our video. I actually didn't take that Nasdaq because I analyzed it and it's closed way beyond my expected range. It's a wide range, so I can't take such setup. Just have to give it a few more candles and see what happens. So back to this. Back to this. It's very solid nonsense going on here. So a lot of people who has been waiting for price to hit 3,000. Oh, BTC is going to hit 3,000, going to hit 3,000, and they are piling up here. The gods taken out. Right, and this on Thursday. We can't do anything here. Why? Because we are bullish. So I just play the entire day out. They like the entire next day out. Still dropped again. Okay. Nothing for us. Drop. Saturday and then finally Sunday. There's a potential. There's a potential there on Sunday. So if Sunday hit this level, we are going to reverse. I don't want to go to the forward and start playing this one candle, one candle. I'll just play this on the daily. If this candle hits, then you can play it back and go to the forward and see if there was an entry for us there. So you can see it didn't hit. I just save myself some time. Now that's done. We are edging closer to the month of June. And you can see how that weekly is so out of it. Right? So it's so out of it. And do we start selling from here? The answer is no, because there is actually no reasoning for us to be selling. Right? There is no reason for us to be selling this because price is totally bullish. So what I'm going to do for the following week is to still keep buying this. Right? I'm going to keep buying this, but I'm going to be very, very careful. Very, 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 very careful. So this is me being careful. Take that low, hit that high. If I'm getting any buys, my take profit is going to be here. And you can still have this in mind. This level could present a very solid opportunity for us. So that's why I have this level there. Go down to the 4 and see where you can potentially get an entry. Potential trade options here, this area. Now we are into a new month. Let me play this back one candle so it doesn't maybe glitch into that new month and show us everything we've done. A very solid closure to the month, meaning that we are still continuing our bullish finds on the weekly as well as the daily. So anything that we were looking for here, we still look for that going into this particular week. On the daily, I don't really see anything. I don't really see anything to work with. Yeah, let's go. So we hit these highs. I'm looking at potential numbers to play with. So something to play with could be 2,400. So we are now edging closer to going back to these highs, right? So 2,400 is a level we can look at for potential buy option. And this has got to be the most daunting backtest episode I'm going to be giving out. All right. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Do I need one more candle? Because price looks like it's closing beyond that moving average. I think I need one more candle. It's not really convincing. Yeah. So we escaped that trap. And this is the last day of this is the last candle of that day. Boom. Mm. Mm. One thing I think I've actually missed here is this, right? So yeah, it's actually the trade for us. So we have that's 2,400 and price hit 2,400, came back up, right? Run back to hit that 2,400. You can see we had initial higher low, right? And price created a secondary higher low. And what we're waiting for after this higher low is for price to tell us that it wants to continue. Price tell us that it wants to continue. And you can see there, this the indication the price is giving us it wants to take out these highs. So if price makes a higher low, it's going to make a higher high. If price makes a higher low, it is likely going to make um a lower high, a lower low, sorry. And that thing always confuses me. So we didn't do this initially, but this is our trade. This is actually our trade. Yeah, sorry guys, you might be saying, you missed it. What if this team went to loss? You would have said, didn't take that trade. But I would have actually said I would take that trade because this is it's a very good setup, right? It's actually a very good setup. I just wasn't looking, right? I just wasn't looking. So back to this. As you can see, remember when I was trying really hard to ignore this. So that's actually when this higher highs and higher lows comes into play. If you are finding it difficult here, wondering if this is actually a good setup or not, once price have printed this higher low and now running back to create a new high, that's your actual indication that okay, we might see something coming up here. And the target still remains that daily. Right, target still remains that daily. But then there is an issue here. The issue here is this: if price can't take this area out nicely, then we might have an issue. We can see that we are coming into that area with full force, right? So we are coming into that area with full force, which could actually could potentially be your target, but I can't take my target there. That's too low, right? So what I would do here is to move my stop loss to break even because if price starts to run down here, there's a very huge chance that will get stopped out. So I'll just move my stop loss to break even here and then see how it goes. But we are closing above this area though. If you check it, if you check the daily, you find out that which area we're trading above. We're not trading above any area at this moment. So we came from that 400. We're not trading above any psychological level. We are shy a few people just above this area. Doesn't really make sense to me though. Doesn't really make sense. I will keep watch of that Sunday for our time frame. Stop loss to break even. Let's see. Right, now we're deep into profits. Can we get to that high? We might potentially get to this high because that's crypto. Because this is crypto. Right, so we might potentially get to that high, but I'm not going to bank on that. It's Saturday and then Sunday, 2,500. Let me look at that on the daily. I wonder if I should close this position. So this is where you actually try to take something off if you have a very large position. I will just hold this. I have 500 there. My main target, my major target on this is going to be here because this is the main area of sellers. Right, this high, of liquidity there. We hit 500, right? We hit 500, and this is still staying below that fib. So that this is when we go down to that 1 hour, like before, and see if price wants to work with us or wants to work against us. So you can see initial low, you can see higher low, you can see higher low, and then is it going to make a higher high there? Potentially, it's going to make a higher high. Potentially, it's going to make a higher high. We did make a higher high. Yeah, this is the one I'll take. I'll take this. So got stopped out on that particular one. Okay, still holding this initial trade. So what I will do is move this initial trade into 1 to 1 just to cover for this particular one. Right, so we've had uh right, so let's say we have one loss. -1. Really thinking of it, this should have been our entry and not this, right? This should have been our entry. Why? Because this is actually when price was coming off the level that we suggested, right? Not this one. We've already taken that, so there is no need. As you can see, the moving average is fully under the so no, sorry, price is fully under the moving average. It just couldn't go. But I have a feeling that price might explode, maybe to the upside or maybe to the downside. It will surely explode to somewhere. So now what I'm going to do is this high. I'm going to put this high and hold this high in place. If price if price finds it difficult to break this high, then it's over. That was the last candle of the day. You can see the day is pretty much solid bullish. Right? Pretty much solid bullish there. And I'm expecting price continuation. So see another thing that we missed here. One. Okay, so this level, hit that level, reacted from it. So that's the level we actually played. Okay, we didn't play through that level. We played with the other one, this 500. But price hit this level at 16, and yeah, I won't really see this as an entry. I won't really say this as an entry. Why? Because of where price currently is, right? Where price currently is, this can just open and still make another low to that area, right? And it can still open and continue to the upside. It's quite confusing, right? It's quite confusing, but it's a very good setup. It's a very good setup. Let me just look at the daily again. And the daily can actually open. The next daily can just open and keep running up. This is Sunday 16th, so that's the end of the week. That's the end of the week. Let's check what the weekly looks like. And yeah, the next week we are looking to keep buying. Right, we're looking to keep buying next week. And I'm going to keep this 500 level here, just in case price decides to use it one more time. Right, so this is what I was talking about. I see price exploded from there. I was having I wasn't really into that trade. If price cannot take out this area, if price can't continue above this area comfortably, I will close this initial trade. It needs to continue comfortably. Yeah, that's good. We finally hit TP. God damn it. TP finally hit. And people who want can still hold to this point. It's crypto. This that level can get taken out easily, but when you have a trade that give you 7.6 R, right? There is no need holding for. I've already gotten oh god, oh god. Forgot this crypto, right? So you can see we have 11 R here, and this take profit here is 7.6. So we got 7.6. The price ended up giving 11, but we take 7.6 still. So win 7.6, 7.6 R. In this case, if you are someone that has a very large capital where you can afford to take partials, right? You can keep taking partials on your trade and have the rest run. You can hold the trade to this point, which is 3,000 level, right? Let's see price. See how price is going to be magnetized to 3,000 because all of these drop now. A lot of people has been liquidated here on all of this move. Okay, I see the attempts to get to 3,000 and then drop. A lot of people have lost money there, and now it's trailing back up. You can just hit 3,000 any minute from now. My head 12. Guys, I'm just looking at the daily and the forward just to tell where the daily closed. So the daily closed here, right? So my reasoning was if this was the daily closure, I will be looking at a round number here to add in the moving average. But it doesn't. That's not the case. Yeah, you say keep going. So right, we have taken out this high in total, and now we aim for that 3,000. So this reaction from this high is good for me. With that, I can aim for 3,000. My targets. Can I get another trade opportunity to 3,000, please? I don't know why price keeps doing this. It reacted from this area, also 800. If price have just closed above this moving average, that would have been an entry. It would have easily been an entry. And what I want to point out is this range. Yeah, have range here. We also have range high there. So what I want price to do, I don't want to be caught within this range. I do not want to be caught within this range. We have 4 o'clock. Let me see 1 hour. Right? So nothing for us. No 3,000 yet. You should keep this level in mind because that's a buy option. We have 8, we have 12, 16. So again, it's teasing people to hit 3,000. It doesn't want to hit 3,000 just yet. It still wants to fuck people over before going for that 3,000. So where can we look to get involved on this high? Maybe this high. Let's see. If you had to buy from this side, then we're going to be taking profits and not 3,000. Let's see how price um performs at this level. Ready to let go. Okay, so that's the final candle of the day, and we've closed bullish, and have two 700 there, so we can work with that to 700 Friday, and then if we get an entry from 2700, we are aiming for 3,000. I'm seeing potential higher low possibility here. If that comes in, that would be very nice. Okay, no. There's no higher low possibility. It's just two candles. End of day. So we have nothing doing on this day, but we price is staying above here. What I'll just do is look at this and then see if the 1 hour can give us some nice option here for higher lows. If you can see, okay, we have higher low here, we have potential higher low here. If price pushes up and we get another higher low, that's that's the option for us to buy. Let me use the 4 hour just to make this thing faster. Okay, so we have that push there in the 4 hour. Yeah, another one. And price have taken out, potentially taking out that low. Did it take it out? Yeah, it took the low out. It took the body lows out, but didn't take the wick out, right? So we still have higher low, and then higher low, make a higher high. I really don't think this is a good setup. I don't think this is a good. Shouldn't be trading this. Right, so this is not my play. It's actually not my place, so I shouldn't actually be trading that at all. Although it worked, you can see it worked, but that's not my play. Yeah. So look at that potential entry there, and then stop loss here. It's hard. I know. Mm-hmm. I'm ready to let go of my head. Oh God. Oh God. What the hell is that? So let's go to the daily, and you can see that we are now strongly on our way to 3,000. So 2,900, 3,000. We are creeping in, and we are also creeping out on time on this video. So I'm going to cut it very soon. This is the last setup that we might look at. That we look at. Now we might look at. I'll just toggle on the moving average Our target, as everyone knows, is 3,000. Right? Price is 3,000 before giving us an entry. We are done. If you get an entry before 3,000, uh, that's the best case scenario. Our price coming down. So the moving average sold us out. The moving average sold us out. So remember what I was saying, you can hit this level. If you can hit this level on this and get a very solid entry confirmation. So if this candle actually closed somewhere around there, I'll be in on this. And boom. Come on, hit this 3,000, Jerry. Oh man. God damn. So that's crypto for you guys. And that's the end of this session. I'll see you guys in episode 5. And I hope we got some insights into this. And yeah, one loss and one win, and the win actually threw the loss out of the water. Right? So the out of the water into the water. Okay, so that's very, very cool. We ended up closing this with 6.6R in profits. So that's it, guys. Take care and see you in episode 5.